They wanted to see you struggle. And they was hoping that you would fall for it. When they didn't accept you or follow up with the promises that they once gave you. Hear them telling you, chosen ones. Certain chosen ones out there are usually rejected and put down and manipulated, or at least people tried to manipulate us. But hear this, these people wanted to see you fail because they were just intimidated by the greatness that was inside of you. They knew your potential was so powerful. The way you did certain things effortlessly, they haven't seen it in a person like yourself. Ever since you was young, certain things just came natural to you. You picked up things a lot faster than the ordinary person. You seen little signs of things that would happen and that was going to happen, and you moved accordingly. It's because you was already in tune to the Most High. You had a relationship with God at a very, very young age. People knew it was something different about you. You're chosen. Therefore, they wanted to see you struggle. They had to reject you. They had to neglect you. They had to put you down. Because they knew that your talent was beyond your timing. You didn't just have one gift, but you had a different type of patience. You stayed still and you waited on the Lord in a lot of areas in your life. And you've seen the outcome. You've seen the results continue to increase. And some people just couldn't understand why and how. You got so many opportunities, so creativity just came natural to you. So much creativity. So much peace and joy. And the whole time you also wanted to see other people happy. The whole time you were making other people happy. You were supporting people. People were trying to set you up in situations to make you feel depressed, make you feel stressed, make you feel confused. And they were upset the fact that you continue to grow, you continue to fight that battle to be successful and on the path and journey that God called you to be on. You see, some people thought that you were trying to compete with them. Some people thought that you thought you was better. Some people thought a lot of things. Some people were really intimidated by your greatness. Chosen ones, hear this. They didn't really care to really empathize and respect the fact that you were just different. You were just different amongst your peers. That you over-succeeded in certain areas at a very young age. A lot of people just can't accept that, especially when they grew up struggling in ways that you didn't. So some people, they misunderstand you. And they become envious too. And they don't want to help you. See, in the beginning, they might come off as if they really want to support you, as if they really got your back. They're going to like you when they first see you, of course. You're very appealing to the eye. Very, very attractive. Let me tell you, chosen one ladies. Let me tell you, chosen one fellas out there. Let me tell you. You hear this. Hear what I'm about to tell you. And know this. Oh yeah, you attractive. And you got some people that did not like that. Because not only did you know your potential on what was inside and on the outside, but you knew that it all came from God and you were humble about it. They couldn't even believe that. They're like, how is this chosen one so humble? How is this chosen one so giving, so loving? So patient. Whole time they trying to throw little snares and traps and darts at you behind your back. Sometimes in front of your face. And you seen it. And you just overlooked it. You forgave people. And you kept fighting and you kept respecting people, doing your best. They still didn't get it. Still didn't want to accept you. Still didn't want to give you the opportunity. So you got certain people that gave certain opportunities to other people. Right in front of your face. After you put in all the work, all the time, all the effort. They overlooked you. And I'm telling you. See, it's different when a chosen one make a mistake or fall short or something like that. It's very rare. But it happens. We make mistakes and we take accountability for it and we come back better. But you got to realize, still, that's not enough. You make a mistake, people are going to over exaggerate. Know this. They're going to make it seem like you really did. It's the end of the world. They can't deal with you. They can't work with you. This and that. They can make it seem like everything is wrong with you. Whole time, they know that you got it. They know that if they give you that opportunity, you're coming out with flying colors. Let me tell you, they didn't want to give you the opportunity because how blessed you are. They see your potential. They're afraid somebody else about to see you and pick you up. Little do they know, they don't know what you've gone through as a child. They don't know what you've gone through. To just stay humble, to stay with love in your heart after you have all these different hindering spirits attacking you in your life. Just because you're trying to get by and fit in with this world, you're growing on your walk with Christ, you're trying to fit in. Little do you know, God's trying to pull you out away from all these demonic spirits out here. God's trying to pull you away from this low vibrational people who've been stuck in their ways for years. You had certain people who in wickedness and high places. The spirit of selfishness. The spirit of just feeling like they have to be dominant over everybody. These people feel like they have to control everything. Straight narcissists, controlling spirits. Some reason they just attract the chosen ones like no tomorrow. They love to try to torment the chosen ones. They got to make it seem like you're less. Got to make it seem like all your efforts and your hard work means nothing. Because the truth is, it intimidated them. They knew you were better than them in a lot of ways. At least when they were in your position on the way up. That's for some circumstances. Then there was some people who was trying to come up with you. Y'all in the same age, same category. Y'all all, everybody trying to eat, everybody trying to come up. You got some people who seen your potential and they had to do anything they can to put you through more of a struggle. So they had to go tell lies and make it seem like you were this bad, terrible person. Little do you know, God had different plans for you, chosen one. So even though they rejected you, even though they threw these new snares and these traps, it's funny because God already had something different prepared for you. Just because they tried to play you, just because they wanted to see you struggle, just because they didn't know the fact that God had his hands on your life. They didn't know that you was actually going to try to help whoever was on your path anyway. You were going to try to pull them with you. You was going to try to help them too. You show people this. There's some people that knew this about you and knows this about you till this very day. They're thinking about you. There's some people that want you back in their life. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't go back. Don't never go back. Once people show you who they are, believe them, because I'm going to tell you right now, that's their loss. You got people that will watch you on the low key. They're not supporting you. Some people are talking down to you, but they still watching you, coming to your page, watching, not liking anything, not nothing. But they quick to go talk to somebody else about you, haven't seen you in years. They don't even know it's been years, but they still talking about you, still watching you. Don't give you credit. But it's funny how somebody don't even know will come reach out to you and really support you and really show you love and big you up and respect you and see you for who you are. It's somebody you don't even know. It's sad how people are in this world in these days and times, chosen ones. But it's okay. Even though they wanted to see you struggle, it all backfired. And revenge is in the hands of God. So trust me, when you think that certain people get in the way, or overlooking you, or undermining you, or throwing you under the bus, lying to you, making promises like they're going to do this and do that and do this, and then go ahead and give it to somebody after you sacrifice your life and your time, years you can't get back. Make it seem like you didn't even put in the time. These people was never going to help you. They was never going to support you. And you ain't missing out on nothing. I'm just confirming this for certain people. You ain't miss out on anything. You're blessed that you got away. You're blessed. God got you out of certain situations. And you know what's so funny? There's some people that were actually struggling with things. And they needed to learn from you. That part right there. There's certain people that didn't want to accept that. But you have some people who think deep. But they don't think deep enough to understand that. Trust me. When the student is ready, the teacher arrives. And the teacher may not be who they expect. And the teacher may not be who they want it to be. But that's all up to God and who he chooses to be the teacher. You may not understand why it's taking you time. You may not understand why you're going through the certain struggles. You may not understand why certain people overlooked you and threw shade. But I'm just confirming to you right now, it's because of your greatness. It's because of your authenticity. It's because God chose you with a purpose. Your potential really shook people. They were like, how is it that you're still winning here? How is it that you still have this? How is it that all these people admire you? Let me tell you a story. I grew up dancing, singing, rapping, all kinds of stuff. Very, very multi-talented. And I've succeeded on various levels. And that's for me to know, and that's for a lot of people to find out about me. But you know, it's so funny, I don't boast. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I'm just trusting what God has called me to do daily, monthly, weekly, yearly. When God reveals to me what I have to do, trust me, I take the time to make the necessary changes to do it, even if it hurts. Sometimes I've had to make decisions in my life, chosen one, where it wasn't easy. Cutting people off. As God revealed to me the true intentions that people had over my life, like they really had my back like that, like they really cared. They don't care. Trust me, when people show you they don't care, you have to believe them. Because they will show you time and time and again. Make false promises, waste your time. Then it get even worse. Now they start trying to set you up in predicaments because they know you a man of God. They know you a woman of God. They know you have love in your heart. They know you're genuine, so now they will even want to take advantage of you. Whole time God created you to show them certain things, to teach them certain things, to maybe be a support system towards whatever they got going on, where they can really benefit. But everybody doesn't take what God has given them. Hey, let me tell you, we all go through different times in our life where we overlook certain things that God is offering us. I am a straight up witness. I can testify for that in my life. There's times where God didn't offer me certain opportunities. I could say I wasn't ready for it. I was still being built up. I was still lukewarm in certain areas in my life. I was still in this world. I was still in a little bit of a delusion. Not really delusion, but I was in denial, in better terms. I was still understanding God's ways. I was still studying to show myself approved. And I'm going to tell you right now, God has revealed to me over the course of certain years, certain trials and tribulations, I was blessed. And God is going to bless you, chosen ones. God is going to show you, as you continue to stay upright, stay in the word and stay in his truth. I'm going to tell you right now, God will reveal to you who needs to be there and who doesn't. There's some people that's going to need to make some changes too. Because we all have to answer to God at the end of the day. Eventually, people are going to have to realize that certain sins they just can't keep doing. They just can't keep following certain people. They can't keep certain ways. They're going to have to let go of certain addictions. They're going to have to let go of certain people who are trying to hinder them, who's been manipulating them and trying to use them for their time, for their money, and for their just authenticity, for their creativity. People wondering why you fell back. Wondering why they haven't seen you and heard from you and this and that. Not even knowing. You've been great. You've been good. You've been better than you've been years ago when you was around these people. Sometimes you'll fall because God knows that you are strong enough to come all the way back up. The farther you go back is the farther God is about to push you and launch you off into your life. Hear what I'm telling you. I done been in all type of opportunities. And I done been set back. I done been tormented by certain people who took advantage of my kindness, took advantage of the peace that I have and the peace and the joy that I bring. Because maybe they didn't have peace and joy in their life as consistent. Or maybe they believed they didn't. And the truth is, all they had to do was just take some time to really look to the Father and pray and call on God's name. And God would have revealed to them to open up the book, to make certain changes, to live a life of repentance, to love thy neighbor, instead of trying to set people up so that they can have favor in their physical realm, in their fleshly realm, for their fleshly desires. Hear this. People trying to have favor in their life for themselves when God gives favor. So it's like a slap in God's face when people become lovers of themselves instead of lovers of God. But not you, chosen one. You humbled yourself. You took time to work on yourself. To this very day, we are still working on ourselves. But it's the grace of God that we're able to continue to prevail. You got people in your family that look down on you because you choose Christ, because they know not what they do. They know not why they try to put you down. So you forgive them. You forgive them because you know that's the way of the Lord. And because you have love for them, you know that in time, some people will change. And you know some people will change for the worse. It is what it is. But you ain't going to put them before God. Because God is what opened the door for us all. God is what allows us to wake up every single day. To see another day, for another opportunity to enjoy our life. To enjoy the opportunity to progress. To prevail. To actually make a difference for the right reasons in life. Outside of just loving ourselves, but pleasing God. Because after this, it's either heaven or hell. And I want to go to heaven. I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't have no time. But chosen, we don't really waste too much time. So don't be confused. Don't feel bad. Don't feel sad. But be happy and know that you're free now. And you have an opportunity to do everything that you are here to do. God woke you up today because you have all opportunity that he wants to give you, that he's providing. Because as long as you have breath, there's always a test. There's always a quest to be your next level, to be your best. Whether they like it or not, people are going to have to face God. Today, tomorrow, in the future, and when we're all gone. Hear them telling you, chosen one. Hear them telling. And know this. You got a lot of people shook. because they didn't even know who God called you to be. They didn't even know where your heart was really at. That some people knew and they were just jealous. They were just envious. They were mad because you were better than them in a lot of things. Naturally, because you just focused on the will and the purpose that God has in your life. And you worked hard to learn the things you've learned. You actually worked really hard. Chosen ones didn't just learn how to be talented in different ways. Like, we had to learn. We had to work hard, and we don't half it. We don't half anything. Let me tell you, we work very hard. We've always had to take the long way around. We've always had to be patient. People don't help us. They know they can help us. They know they got the opportunity, but nope, they're not going to do it. Only certain chosen people that God sends your way. The only way God's going to help you chosen, I'm telling you right now, you're going to have to turn away from the world. You're going to have to repent. You have to give your life to God. Because trust me, this worldly people in this world, they want to see you struggle. The only way you're going to meet up and get that synchronicity in your life flowing, where the right people meet you at the right time, and you know it's God, trust me, you're going to have to walk this narrow path, which I know you will do. That's why you're watching this video, because you're called to win. They going to be tight. They be upset. It is what it is. You still love them anyway. You still pray for them. You still be there for the right people. But they not going to be there with you in your life when you winning, though. Pray for them from a distance. Some people had opportunity already. They showed you who they are. Showed you where their spirit is at. And you can't jeopardize your future with certain people. If some people don't care, they will never care. They showed you that. People out here, they don't even want to see you have a family. They don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you fulfill any purpose of what you believe in, because they do not believe in God like you do. They do not believe in Jesus Christ. They don't believe that Jesus Christ died for our sins. But you do. Know who you are. Understand who you need to be in the future. Understand where God is taking you. As you continue to read His Word, God will show you who people are in your life. So if you're struggling, take it with a grain of salt. And be joyful. Hear what I'm telling you? Be a joyful giver. And understand that every lesson is a blessing. Even though you may go through some struggles because they rejected you, because they overlooked you, because they denied you, because they betrayed you. Know that God is about to prosper you. God's about to open certain doors for you that you never believe. They people out here want to see you struggle. They know you talented. They know you gifted. They know once you get that opportunity, they know you're going to prevail. They know you're going to succeed. They're scared. Oh, he's not this, he's not that. He thinks he's this, she thinks she's that. They over here trying to see what you're doing today at the same time. You ain't been around in a minute. They still wondering, hey, when is she going to drop another video? When's she going to do her thing? She's very talented. I know she was doing this. I know he was doing that. They looking for you right now. Tripping out, looking, wondering what happened. Then you got some people out here trying to see what you did wrong so they could go try to expose it and make you look bad and make it seem like you ain't for the Lord and make it seem like you're supposed to be perfect. When ain't nobody perfect. The Bible says we're all sinners. But no, what they gonna do? Oh, look at him right there. Look, you see him? Look at him. Supposed to be a man of God. Look at him, full in sin. He fell short. He's angry. Look at him, angry. Supposed to be a man of God. Supposed to be a woman of God. That's how people do. Because they got nothing better else to do with their life. They can't focus on themselves. So now they're using their time to try to look for the worst and try to bring the worst out of you. Not even realizing that you ain't even worried about them. you still gonna succeed regardless. And you still been succeeding because you got Christ. And there's nothing that God won't do for you. As long as you put him first and you keep him in your heart and you make them changes, trust me, you're more than enough. You're more than strong enough to overcome the struggle that they try to keep you in. I don't know who this word is for, but I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Give this video a like and subscribe. Don't be afraid to donate to the channel. Peace.